Welcome back, everybody, to Railbirds TV and the 2024 Derby City Classic. This is the one pocket division. Going to go over some quick rules. They're going to lag for the break, alternate the break after that. Each opponent has a designated pocket. The first person to make 8 of any ball in their designated pocket wins that particular game. Any foul will cost you a ball, and the 3-foul rule is in effect. I am your host, Scott Frost, aka The Freezer, and I'm excited to announce these two players for you. The one on the right that's lagging is Joshua Filler, needs no introduction, an absolute European animal. But the young gun is Lukas Fracasso-Verner, and he is a great young player, 22 years old, out of Connecticut. And a lot of you will know him, and some of you might not. I expect Lukas plays a little one pocket. He's more of a rotation player. When I say rotation, he plays 9-ball, 10-ball, all the tournaments, and he definitely has the ability in the near future to possibly make Team USA. Now, back to the match. Filler wins the lag, which is all too important in this race to 3. We are in round 7, and neither of these guys have a loss. Immediately looking, Filler has a ball high and low, the 7 and the 13, or the 11, whichever that is down there. Lukas wastes no time. I think that was a pretty quick shot that he played, and if Filler can get to the hole 14 here, he's going to butter him up on it and lay the 13 nearest his hole. So I don't know. I think Lukas might have had something a little better. He could have taken a little more time, but maybe not. Only time will tell. So there was something Josh didn't like about the 14-13. This was really good as well. Lukas cut off from pretty much everything on the low end of the table. Can he get to the mid to low side of the 14 here and stop? Be careful of leaving him a cut on the 10. Went forward. This isn't terrible. Or can Josh cross the 11? Looks like he can, and if he can, could be devastating. Well, it didn't turn. This could be interesting to commentate. Josh, the most aggressive player, in my opinion, in this game. Waste no time. Lukas wastes no time. I like this shot here, very containing. Keep him covered on the blue too. Most important. Filler would like to protect the 11. Doesn't really want to nudge off of it because he's going to move it up. That's why he's hesitating to do that. He's looking at the 7, but he's got to be careful going up table. This kid can shoot. Now he's looking to take a foul, possibly, because he doesn't really want to move the 11. Well, he didn't want it to leak through the gap there, but it will give you an idea of how his mind operates. His pool IQ is up there. More powerful to lose a ball than to move the 11. And I fully agree with that. Didn't mean to catch the gap. Lukas is going to get a good look at this solid and most likely go forward on the 5. Like to make full contact with the 11 unless it banks clean. Oh, it does. And that's going to be a heartbreaker for Filler. The 13-12 looked good. Can he come up into the 15 and 9? Jiggle those around a little bit, get a good shot on the combination, or does he want to come all the way around for the 6? I like coming up into the 15 and 9, unless the combination isn't laying as good as I think, but it looks pretty good. You can shoot it now, but you've got an angle to go up into those balls, shooting the 2 first. He is elevated. He's going to be okay. Can he miss the 6, or is he going to draw into the 15 here? Playing for 5. And this is on Filler's break. Did he get snookered? He's a little loose. You can see that's why he's a great rotation player. He's a quick, loose player. That's just his tempo. Nothing wrong with it. But maybe, just maybe, take a little bit more time in those situations. When you don't think something like that, getting snookered, can happen, it does. Yeah, he's looking to go up table here. Really try to, I'd consider coming off the 1 here. Trying to get him down around the 11 or below the 11. You can see the 10. Is he cutting at the 8? He can cut the 8. What a hit. He could cut the 8. Playing for 3. He is doubled up on the 4 and 6. Note the 9 and 15. They are not helping him. Filler does 0-1 for that promiscuous foul he took that caught the gap. Even if he can see the 11, it's a little scary rolling that ball up towards the 1. Might have to give it a look. Yeah, I like the decision. He elevated. Easier to control the cue ball. You don't give the table an opportunity to drift in any direction. And right away, the young gun sending a message. Then again, Filler not much older than Lukas. He's just been around the game for so long and done so many great things. I wouldn't fault him for going to the 6 and trying to freeze him up on this stripe. That's what he tried. It's pretty good, though. Now you need to defend against the 15-9 bank and the 2-railer on the 7. Go to the 11 again, but gonna have to continue forward up past the 4 with the cue ball, I believe, if he decides to do that. Note the 6-4. Everything is doubled up over there. Wondering if there's anything he can take advantage of. I'm surprised that he left Lukas a tester on the 10 here. That's why I thought he should go forward possibly on the 4. So he has left a tester, and he's going to consider it. I can't blame him. He's going to clear these balls. I like the shot. Showing some maturity so far in the game. So I think Filler definitely made a mistake by not going forward up behind the 4 and 6 there on that last opportunity. And now he's kind of got his back completely against the wall. Now he's looking up there, but how do you get there? Yeah, he's forced to move the best ball he had working for him. If that gives you any idea of the quality of a shot that Lukas played, the shot prior. Now you just want to keep containment. You've got a 5 to -1 ball lead. Now is not the time to be aggressive, especially with the positioning of the balls. You can shoot the 9 and stop on the 15. You can shoot the 10 towards the balls. It's okay. Moved a lot to his side. Little unlucky for Filler. I think that Lukas will go to the 15 here, and both will head his direction. Just like that, Lukas has 7 balls in great position on his side, and he's only playing for 3. What's the 3 going to do? Got to wonder if they're both going to keep this pace up throughout the entire match. Nice cue ball. Aware of how important it is to get that cue ball close to frozen. If you can freeze it, that's the goal. This makes it real difficult for Filler to get the cue ball back down table. Nicely done. Could cut the 1 towards the chalk on the right side and bring the cue ball back down 1 rail. It's okay. Just focus on the pace. Caught it a fraction thin, but he's going to be fine. Cutting at the 9 with inside English. A little light-handed there. I don't believe it's time to go yet. He's looking to possibly bank the 14 and twist it through the gap of the 9 and 4 and use the 4 and 11 as blockers. I like this decision. You don't have to get the cue ball all the way down. Sometimes it's promoted that you just have to play this object ball. He's going to move some balls here. And that changes things a little bit. The 3 does play in Lukas's pocket. 7 and 9 is basically doubled up. Like to come off the 4. Come back down where he is now. Very clean. Very clean. Filler might take a look at the 3 here. He's overcut it. Taking a look to see if he can see the 6. It doesn't seem like he can. Once again, if you're going to shoot here, you really need to be careful. You have a 6-ball lead. You do not want to get filler started. Well, the young gun stayed aggressive and did real good, playing for 2. Came with the tough one and missed the easy one. The story of our lives. Filler going to cut at the 7. Gets this down, he can get some balls and get back in this game, and he knows it. Looks like he's hit it too thick. Couple of uncharacteristic mistakes by Filler early in game number 1. Long way to go. It is a race to 3. Draw back here for the 10. Figured he might be able to pinch that. He tried to cinch it. No harm, no foul. Good cue ball, very good cue ball. That's more important than the object ball on that play. And that was nice as well. This ball is beginning to really favor Filler. And Lukas knows it. Can he cross the 7? Gonna go forward on the 10. Worked out. Nicely done. Tied the 10 and 14 up as well. Basically took 3 balls out of play there that were available. Filler trying to stay aggressive with his deficit that he has to overcome this game. But he's also tied up the 6 and 4. Good cue ball. Good object ball as well. This is awkward. I would possibly consider going to the 4 now. You can't win without opening those up. It might open the 10-14 up. Speaking of the 6. Unless you want to just roll up on the 4. I wouldn't force anything here. Yeah, that laid real awkward. And it did not get a rail. So he owes 2. Lukas playing for 2. Shooting at the 3. Oh, yeah. I wondered if that angle was incorrect to play that ball. This is a big mistake. Filler going to get even +1 at minimum. That's just the youth and probably inexperience in Fracasso-Verner. We know he can play the game, but how much does he play the game? When you're leading by that much, it is easy to get a little loose, and this is a little light. So light, in fact, that he's considering a straight back. Doesn't want to catch the 6 here. Very surprising he didn't get the 3 that were available. Filler is paid up. Lukas still needs 2. This bank can be dangerous. You do not want to catch the 4. Don't want to open those balls up. Your opponent needs 8. I would consider chopping the 6 towards your hole and bringing the cue ball back up 2 rails towards the 1. He's hit this really well. Made certain that he didn't touch the 4. But Filler might come with the 2 railer on the 1 ball. He needs to get something in play, get things working for him. That's what he's looking at. It's going to go long. I don't think he hates it, though. At least a threat. It's down table. Going back to the shot that Lukas shot, banking the 10, if he just thins the 6 to his side, not bringing another ball down table, could have possibly been a better decision. Wants to cross the 1 over. Watch the kiss. Should be okay. Caught a piece of the 6, but going to be all right. Filler might take a look at the 11. There's a 3 railer on the 10. He does hit this ball well. Oh, commentator curse is real. Lukas had this bank earlier and hit it perfect. I think he's a little concerned about the way the 1 lies. Worried that Filler could carom the 1 off the 7 from about anywhere up table. I don't blame his worry. Yeah. Considering banking the 3 into that little cluster there. Swinging the cue ball 2 rails tight up towards the top of the 14. It's a big ask, a lot to do here. Needs to be executed. Oh, he caught the 4 first by accident. Did he fluke the 6? He almost fluked the 6. Filler needs 8. He's laying good on his first ball. Wow, this could be a big turn of events. I can see him getting all of these balls except for the ball in the top right corner and the 6. I know that sounds crazy, but I could see it. And I'm sure you can too. So Lukas trying to cross the 3 into that cluster, caught the wrong ball first. Now you've got a decision to make. Do you go to the 14? Just don't elevate yourself over the 15. Yeah, I like this. A lot of room for error there in case he hits it bad. And just like that, they're each playing for 2. Josh has a decision to make. Is the 14 touching the line? If it is, he could follow the 6 in. He has followed the 6 in. Even if it's not touching the line, I don't believe it's makeable, but he might be able to two-rail it. Bottom rail, top rail, into his pocket. I don't mind it, but I know Filler doesn't mind it either. Probably going to go forward on the 4. Lay the cue ball up by the side pocket. It's at least an option. Just like so. It's gone a little further than he wanted, though. Lukas might be able to bank this one if he can find a way out with the cue ball. Can he escape the 3 balls in the top right corner?
Just a few seconds on table 4. We will have Oscar Dominguez and Corey Gould. Oscar Dominguez and Corey Gould.
Looks real good. Oh, it's come up just a fraction.
Table 11. Justin Hall and Reed Chavit and Hall on table 11. And on table 18.
Pinch this with a little high inside English. Make the cue ball kill with a little right there. He used a little high right. Turned it into the object ball. He's got to be careful banking this. Pace looks good. I've seen Filler play this 3 rails. I don't see any reason to here because if you come up short or long, you can leave a cross corner. You're back in the game. Why risk it? Yeah, I think that is the right play. Lukas giving him tap of approval. A little tricky here. Don't want to make the stripe up in the top right. And that's what he was concerned about. He's kind of gotten away with it. He could have left it a lot worse, meaning left Filler straight in on the 1 or the 14. Filler's going to rifle this possibly and swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or he might just cinch it. I've seen him play that ball. Oh, he's overcut it. Filler seems a little bit shaken by the young man. Could he have crossed that ball with a straight top English and just come back and forth or up and down towards those chalks? I felt like he could chop that. Yeah, very good. Always work to get that cue ball to the rail. Come up a little short there, but if he gets it 3 more, 4 more inches to that rail, it makes everything a little bit more difficult. Now you've got to defend against the 1 and the 4. You're going to leave a 2-railer there. Little inexperience there. Maybe he was trying to stick him on the 14, but awfully tough to do from where he was. Is the 1 in the way? You could play it long and get it close. Well, he's hit it with pace. Yeah, so a mistake by Lukas there for sure. I think he could have chipped off the 4. just like that, Filler with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time in this game. Not thrilled there. Possibly a slight drift to the middle. Lukas, no time to panic. Got options. Can you follow this in, or you can just make it for him? The 1 is in a tough position for Filler, and the 15, believe it or not, in the top right, is favoring you. Yeah, that's a little inexperience as well. He's a great young player with a ton of ability. I think you've got to go ahead and just make that ball for Filler. But Filler doesn't want it. Now, I don't think following it in is the shot because Filler can play the ball up top. Oh my, what is happening here? Filler with a little grin. Just make the ball for him, Lukas. That's all you had to do. He was in a tough spot from that corner. And Filler takes game number 1. He owed 2, and Lukas had 6 at one point. Want to thank these sponsors: Bad Boys Billiard Production, Hustling USA Clothing Company, JB Custom Cases, Jerry Olivier Custom Cues, Littman Lights, and Locked and Loaded Custom Billiard Apparel. Lukas wasted no time getting those balls racked up, and he is off to break in game number 2. Looks like a decent break. He needs the cue ball to slow down. Okay, Filler looking at the 14-11 bank combination. Swing the cue ball 2 rails up to the top left corner. Use the 1 and 8 as a double up, possibly. Considering coming off the 11, possibly putting Lukas behind the 15. There is value to this shot, but if you make it, you can trap yourself. Okay, pretty well done. Very good control. He's got 2 balls threatening his pocket now. If I can give Lukas any advice, it would be to just slow down just a minute. Give everything an extra look. Oh, nice rub there. Does the 15 go? It does. Okay. Now it's really time to slow down. You can play the 14 2 rails kind of like towards the 8 with a straight high cue ball and put Filler up into the 12 and 9. Yeah, you completely lose your position there. The angle wasn't on. Watch this again. Got a great kiss by the 15, and that kiss actually sent the 15 2 rails tracking to his pocket. And that's kind of the shot that I was just talking about. Basically the same thing, but different, if you understand. Sometimes if the bank isn't on, you're not playing the bank. Just play the cue ball. That was well done. Very good. Protected the 2 and the 8. Wouldn't be surprised if Filler put him back where he was off the 14. Could clip off the 14 and swing the cue ball 2 rails into those balls, but he sees something better. This combination into the pile. Double him up. Oh boy. What has happened here? Well, there's not a single ball touching. I believe Lukas has a gap to the 8. Very risky to shoot it. He's going to come off the top of the 13, I think, and cross down. He's going to elevate. 3 rails. Yeah, very tough to do. And what's the 13 going to do? He better hope it goes. Filler looking to take the 5 on. Oh, what a clean hit this was, but where's the cue ball going? Great speed on both balls. He's forced to shoot at this 9. That's not going to do it. Can he make the 8 here? Or the 6? Okay. Really not bad if you just stop where the 9 is at. It's not terrible. Got a lot of balls working for you over there. They're not laying bad. You've got to look at the 9 now. Just saying it's an option. Just softly 2-rail the 9 towards the 1. Or even just roll on the 9. Yeah, I don't like the 2. Keep that working for you. Yeah, now he can go to the 3. He's going to lose his position there. You could have used those balls as blockers on the 3 if you just roll to the 9. He is going to rearrange the furniture big time. And now Lukas has to be concerned about leaving the 8. And he can't go up table because of the 4. Josh has options. Going to chip off the 10. Put him up under the 8. There's value to back cut banking the 10. Just because of the position of the balls, he's stayed quite aggressive so far. I couldn't fault him for shooting it. He's going to take it on. Oh, and he's hit it well. This is what I was speaking of with the value. It's going to get him back in the game. It could possibly win him the game. Great shot by Lukas-Verner. Going to go to the 11. Ooh, caught it a little wide. Do you come up to the 2 now? This is okay. You can come around all the way for the 1. If you don't get there, you've got the 6. Don't get elevated. Well, he's clipped the 2. Now do you go to the 2? Maybe just take a little more time in knowing where you want to be. I know he's young, talented. Cut that a little thin. It's going to be okay. But from where he was, I couldn't fault him for taking on that 10. He's gotten a lot out of it. Lukas playing for 2. And here we are again. Consider rolling the 2 up towards the 4, getting it out of play. This is all right as well. Just don't leave a straight back. Lukas-Verner, 22 years old, from Connecticut. Josh Filler winning the Bigfoot this year. Has looked very solid so far. Weighing out his options. Looking for some type of a bank. He has also won the bank division here this year. So he's 2 for 2. Looking for the Triple Crown if he can win the 1 pocket. Pretty creative. Keeps the 12 in play on his side and controls the cue ball. I like the shot. Now Lukas really has to defend. Gonna nudge the 12 towards the 9. Yes, good shot. You know, the way he just doubled the 9 and 12 up and kind of tied them up, or did tie them up, it's huge. Doing something that small can become very, very big in the next inning or 2. Filler knows what to do, though. Knows where to put that cue ball. Lukas might need to elevate here and shoot the 1 into the left side of the 2 and just stop your cue ball. Don't try and come all the way back down. I think you're asking too much. Is he looking to bank this ball? I can't fault him. That's his style, and that's what he knows. But very dangerous with a 6-2 ball lead to leave filler down here around these balls. Think he's going to take the 14 on. He wanted to go full into the 7. This is going to cost him. This is going to cost him. Playing for 2. He's got the awkward angle on the 1, so he can come down to the lower right diamond, take the bank on the 14, or he might be able to punch over and get behind the 7. Yeah, he had the angle to go forward and down to the lower right end of the table to bank the 14, but he took the cinch. Can't blame him. Good hit there. Will Filler entertain the 4? He's caught it too thin. Lukas has a good cut on the 2.
Table 14, Doug Fan and Jason Shaw. Fan and Shaw, table 14.
And he's caught it too thick. Filler wants to bank the 4 again, I promise, but he's not going to. He'd like to. You need 1. Roll the 5 up into the 12 and 9 and take your medicine. You don't want to bank the 2. I don't believe that's the right shot, especially needing 1. He's going to do it, and if he executes it, okay. But in my opinion, it's probably not the right shot. Very, very risky, and I believe he's allowed a shot on the 12, and that's why you don't shoot the shot. With a big ball lead, you're just taking too much of a chance, especially with this guy at the table. Oh, he's overcut it by some margin. But note, if Filler would have dropped the 12, he would have had a good bank on the 2 and could have been home free. Pretty strong, winning the Bigfoot and the bank pool. How do you keep the intensity? Not many can do it. Just don't lose the cue ball here. Coming off the 4. I like what he did there. He was trying to two-rail that ball. He hit it way too thick, but I've watched him practice that shot, and I've actually watched him hit that shot in action, and he hits it great. Just caught that too thick. I can't fault him for banking at this. Well, he's caught it too thick as well. Yeah, I like the decision. Bringing it to his side. Real good cue ball. Doesn't seem like he did much, but putting it in play. Got to defend on the 14 here. Get below it. No. And that's why the shot filler shot was good. He could have just shot the 14 and pushed it up to where the 12 is now. Instead, he tried to shoot the 12. Filler needs all of them. Considering kicking the 2, laying the cue ball up behind the 9, getting it close. Now going at the 12. He's hit it too thin. This is cross bankable. Inside English. He's going to make this one. Verner takes game number 2. We've got action. We are in round 7. Thank you so much to these events sponsors: Diamond Billiard Products, Ian Simonis and Simonis Cloth, Aramith Billiard Balls, Outsville AccuRack, AccuStats Video Productions, and last but not least, Masters Billiard Chalk. Thank you guys so much for putting this event on. Filler to break. He's caught the 5th ball. And I've noticed this happening quite a bit so far in this tournament. Typically, you'll catch the 2nd or 3rd ball too thick and scratch directly in. Taking a quick look at the 11-14 or 14-11. It doesn't look terrible. He's going. Maybe. I can't fault him for shooting this, especially if he thinks he's better than 50% to make it. The defensive play isn't real great. I don't see anything too nice. He could chip the 10 over towards the stripe on the lower left side. Looking to 3-rail the 10. The problem is here, if you don't get that cue ball nice and tight, you're going to lose your position. Yeah, it's very tough to just leave that cue ball out in the open like that. Filler going to cross this lower stripe. Yeah, he's going to cross the 15. Well, that could have been worse for Lukas. Much worse. You can soft kick in front of the 15 towards the 6. Just knock the 6 over towards that top chalk. Okay, and that's what he's done. Filler's got options. He could chip off the 15 and send the cue ball 2 rails behind the 310. Does have a look at the 1. I don't believe it's time. Gonna kick at the 15 too and try and hold him there. Be careful, Lukas might shoot the 7-13. Be careful. Lukas might shoot the 7-13. Is he looking at it? No, he's just gonna play the 2. I can't blame him, especially from there. I don't know, though. It was laying pretty good. The value was huge. Something that he would like to shoot, I can promise. And to take a foul behind the pile. Wow. Wow. 2 times now. He's tried to take a foul and caught the gap. Lucky for Lukas. It's worked out that way so far. He's switched hands. He's going to remove the 15. Yeah. Cue ball once again not threatening any rails. It's okay. Make an effort to get it down. Filler can clip off the bottom of the 13 and put him behind the 3 and 10. He might be a little apprehensive to do something like that because his results haven't been great at it lately. Pretty effective there. Filler could soft kick behind the 11 and send the cue ball up table. Could kick into it full. He's going to come off of the 7 and keep him parallel to the pile. Coming off the 1. Did good with the cue ball. Very good. And once again, he could come off the 10 and bring him into the 12 and 13. He's just going to keep him flat. Nothing threatening you yet, Lukas. You can chip off the 10. Now the stack option really isn't there due to the placement of the 14. You can't get him up in the 12 and 2 area. Is he looking at the 7-13 back cut bank? What is the 12 going to do? Oh, be careful. Always be aware of where that ball's going. That's always a risk you run. Yeah, he's hit it in the same spot as the last one. Can he get to the 4? It looked at the other angle, looked like he could get to the 4. Not enough of it. Does the 11 pass the 14? It's tight. The 7 is a problem. The only reason I'm asking is if Filler entertains the 6, what does he have to defend against? And those are the balls. Looking at the 3. Yeah, I don't Oh no, not enough gas. Matter of fact, worse than that, Lukas can go forward on this 7, play the 3 next. I favor him to make this. He's a straight shooter, really good stroke, nice transition. Well, there I go again. The commentator curse. Tricky little shot right here. What some players will do is soft kick this 7 to use it as a blocker. Well, that's what he tried to do. I believe Lukas can see the 3, but he's got to be a little concerned about the pile. Looks like the 12-13 could be on for filler. Yeah, and that's why he played this like so. And I like the play. Very good. Just covered him up completely on the 7. Josh giving him a tap of approval. Yeah, that's changed some things. It's too steep on the 6. I don't believe the 11 passes the 14. So he can get him up in that top left corner somehow. It would be okay. Look at this. Look at this result. Pretty good from there. Back cut the 1, swung the cue ball 3 rails back over to the left side of the table. Filler still owes 1. Does he have the angle to play the 7? Oof, did not want to catch the 6 there. This isn't bad. Lukas had something similar to this earlier. It sold out the bank on the 3. If you want to shoot the 1, you've got to use extreme left English to kill that cue ball down to the bottom end towards that penny. And he's a little flat to shoot the 1 like that. When you're using that much spin on newer cloth, it's tough to judge. And that cloth sometimes will not take, and that's why he's elevating. Pretty good from there. That was not easy. Now, filler going to the 10. Yeah, what a clean hit. What a clean hit this is. Could come off the 3, banking the 3 back up towards the chalk, just to the right of the cue ball. Playing the cue ball below the stripe nearest Josh's hole, the 10. Oh, he's chose to sweep it. Pretty good. Josh could bank the 1, maybe towards the 7 or the 10. Just play the cue ball over on the left side. He's going to try and make it. Just short. Tell you what, if it doesn't go, it's close. The 7 looks like it might have a pocket. Not going to take any chances. Knock this over to your side and lay it down. Oof. Lost the cue ball there. He's okay. Do you cross this stripe and go up table? Or do you just play this stripe, being the 12, into the 11 or 14? Yeah, I didn't really feel like the shot Josh shot was going to be detrimental to Lukas. I think he could have done a little more. Might be forced to roll up on this 14 here, though. You want to be careful going to the 12. Danger. Danger, danger, danger. Count it. Yeah, very dangerous bringing the cue ball up there in no man's land. Even though it was in the side pocket, you're leaving Josh real close to his work. He can manufacture things. Nice stroke there. It will get there. Oh, what a hit. Didn't look easy. That tells me the 5 goes. But to me, it doesn't look like it goes, and I don't think it does. So did he overlook that situation? I believe he has overlooked that situation. Can he pinch the 8? Just get it close. Stick him to the 9. Or use the 9 as cover. Looks pretty good. A little bit of an error there. Not taking a look at the 5, just assuming. We've all done it. Must be close. Oh, the combination was laying good. I take it back. There was no error. Looked to me like the combination was headed towards the penny on the lower right end. Is he looking to 2-rail this 11, the 3, excuse me? 2-rail the 3 and swing the cue up towards the 9. A little dangerous there. Yeah, this is okay. Doesn't want to make that. He has. Four and a half inch pockets. A lot of times you'll see players play position on this. On the 9. Snap draw. Wow, he's played bank position. If you're going to play it or draw the cue ball back there, draw it all the way back and over out to the center of the table. That way you can get position on the 3 and 14. That being said, 2 nice banks by the young gun. Oh, be careful here. Okay, no broken bones. Yet, anyway, can Filler bank the 3. Note the 5 and 7. Both play to Filler's pocket. That was one reason I felt he needed to be careful. Yes, well played. Those two balls really favor Josh. They cover the 15 up as well. If he can just shorten the 9 up, he's going to go with the 15. He didn't want to run into the 9. Does it have legs? It's going to stop. A little risky playing this ball. He's going to have to come out for the 6 or catch the 5 just right. Yeah, Filler applied a lot of pressure there. Lukas real quick in the backswing. Playing for 4. Did he get doubled up? Cut the 9. Anywhere but there. He can cut at the 9. He's just got to defend against the 14. That's his concern. Considering the 8. Back and forth to the 4. Oh, wow. How did he hit it, folks? How was the speed? Love the shot. His pool IQ is up there. I know I've said that, but I'll continue to say it. Such a pleasure to watch. Playing for 2. What a hit this is. Didn't get there, but what a clean hit. That 4 was not frozen, meaning he had to catch ball first, catch it clean. He can bank the 14 here. The 9 does not play. He's going to kick the 6. Okay. Take the pot, young man. Filler leads 2 games to 1. Let's take another look at this crossbank on the 8. Back and forth. Look at the speed of both balls. Object ball trickles into the pocket. Perfect position on the 4. Do us a quick favor if you get a chance. Like, subscribe, Railbirds TV on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. We'd really appreciate it. Bringing you all the great one-pocket action. Thank you very much. Needs to lay down a real good break right here. I like the time he's taking. Yeah, that's more like it. It's better speed. Got a lot of threats here for Lukas. Nothing jumping out at. At worst, he could possibly go to the 10 and stick him on the 2. You don't want to do that unless you have to. Take a look from up table. He's not in love with it, and I can't blame him. Considering taking a 1-rail kick foul, at least he looked at it. Try and thread the cue ball between the 1 and 3. The top rail. Can't exactly tell what he has down low, but it doesn't look like much. Can he see enough of the 1 to suck down behind the 15? Extremely difficult shot. Can, but man, that's difficult. I believe the 3 passes the 15 if he decided to go up table and move the 1. He's going to take a foul. Wow. He did not play that. I think he tried to thread the needle with a little grin and a little laugh. Just tried to take a foul there, but he'll take it. He's got Lukas cut off from the 12. I don't even know if he can catch the right side or at least the right half of the 1 and bring the cue ball up to the top right. It's about all he has. Could see all of the 1. But that's not going to do it. So that's real risky because if you don't get the cue ball down, you obviously can lose your position. Josh can manufacture whatever he wants here on the 3. You're better off leaving the cue ball up in the top right corner there, making Josh earn it. Oh, that's weak. Nothing powerful about that. Can he cross the 3 over to the 12? Go up behind the pile? I believe he can. Yes. Big error by Filler. In his defense, he could have a little fatigue. I know he's a young man. I believe he's 27. Could be incorrect there. Could be fatigue. The shot he just shot, I learned from Jeremy Jones about 15 years ago. I saw Jeremy shoot it, and he executed it. He cleared everything from his opponent's pocket and got something to his side, like the 14 there. It didn't turn out well for Filler there, but I'm quite surprised he even knew the shot. Yeah, that was a little tentative. Yeah, you're going to have to stiff this up just a bit. Nicely done. Playing for 5. Here's where you need to continue control. If you decide to shoot the 8, what is the 5 doing with the 3? Well, can you chip the 3 over to your side and go up to the right side pocket or even further? Is the 15 off of the 11 a concern for Lukas? Meaning if he leaves the cue ball up table, can Filler play the 15 off of the 11? He's looking at it. I think Lukas has put the cue ball in about the best position you could. If it was a little higher, Josh might shoot this with a high cue ball. It's going to the 10. Can you two-rail the 10? Or just follow it in? Not follow it in, roll it in. Like so, but now will Filler entertain the 15? I don't believe it's on. Maybe it's not on. It looked better from the other angle. This angle tells me it's going a bit thin. Hard to tell. But you'd think that Lukas wouldn't leave him up there if that shot's not on. Filler looks like he's going to shoot. Oh, yeah, it's close. I don't know what he was shooting at there. I didn't see it, but he had something good in mind. I think Lukas can cut the 4. Probably concerned he's going to move everything to Josh's side. But it is going to miss the 3 if he cuts the 4. He's got a real good chance of getting a shot. Yeah, I think you've got to shoot it. Yeah, that's nicely done. And he can get to the center left of the cue ball, cut the 3, and come up for the 13. Playing for 3 to make it 2 apiece. Oh, great stroke. Great stroke. His mechanics rarely break down. Playing for 1. Filler gives it to him, and we are going to the hill. Filler won the lag. 1 game for it all. He will have the break. You've got to wonder if Lukas doesn't give away game number 1, what really happens in this match. Yes, I do feel that Filler struggled some. He's in round 7. He won the banks. He won the Bigfoot. Fatigue. It can happen to anybody. And there is the kiss off the 5th ball again, or the corner ball. Just what the doctor ordered for the young man. Nothing easy here. Matter of fact, very tricky. He's got to defend against the blue 2 if he does something with the 9. He's got to defend against the 10. He's got to watch out for the 1. Is the 12-11 combination even a thought? It looks to be laying correctly. If you're gonna gamble at losing the game, would you consider gambling at winning the game? That's my thought process. He's going to go with the 9. Oh, I don't think you could do much better than that. He's moved the 9 and 1 to his side, but the 13-6 could be available. Filler doesn't look too thrilled about it. Excellent shot by Luke. Going to the 7. Oh, wow. Doesn't want that to fall. Wow. Would have been a game winner if that ball doesn't fall. He's trapped himself. What a pure stroke he's put on that ball. Look at the cue ball control. He did play it there. Pretty cute little shot right there as well. Let's take another look at this. Look, he had to stun the cue ball. Just drifts into the wedge right there, and the cue ball, the 2 ball just drops slightly. If it holds up, it's big trouble for Lukas. It seems to me like it's big trouble anyway. He's got to be really careful here. Really careful here. Matter of fact, it might be foul time. I don't know if that's in his repertoire, the foul. He's young. A lot of young players don't really consider it. Yeah. Filler might go at the 13-6. If not, I believe he can see all of the 14. He's going at the 13-6, and that's why I considered the foul. This is going to be devastating unless he comes up with nothing, and he has nothing. Not only that, he's elevated over the 14, so it's Lukas's day right now. Wow. It seems like Filler's got 18 balls. Meanwhile, he's only got 1. Bring the 11 over and come down under the 5 and 10. Oof. Yeah, really important to get that cue ball down low under the 5. Filler can go to the 13 here. Might go to something different. He can also go to the 14. He can do what he'd like here. Well, he wanted to catch the top side of the 4, I believe. So once again, we might be going up table. So playing the bank off the 4. Just going to open the 10-3 up, or consider it, possibly come to the backside of the 15. Can't fault him for moving those balls. Might even be able to come behind the 4 and 12. Just chip the 10. He's got options. He's going to the bank. Does Lukas have a bank on the 10? 3 does have him cut off. Yeah, it's really risky if it catches one of those balls. Can he see all of the 2? If not, he can see the 13 to cross it. He's just going to roll it to his side. Try to get the cue ball all the way down behind the 15. Up a little bit short. He's lost the cue ball here. He could play the 14 and 5 and get on the 15. This could be real bad. He has really lost the cue ball here. Didn't expect that. I know he was trying to move something towards his hole and use protection down low. But I believe this lays almost perfect. Yes, look at this devastating play by Filler. He's playing for 6. There's 4 right there. You know, I want to give Lukas credit. He's played real hard this match. He's played pretty solid. I don't think he plays a lot of one pocket, so he's doing what he knows and doing what he can, playing to his strengths. He just lost the cue ball there. Playing for 4. Into an advance into round 8 without a loss. It's pretty good. I believe he's got an angle. He can punch up. Playing for 2. And a heartbreaker for Lukas. Playing for 1. Filler going to advance into round 8 without a loss. Lukas is not out yet. Thank you all very much for tuning in. It's been a fun match. Both of these guys, complete powerhouses. I'm going to give a quote of the day for myself and for everyone else. Do something every day that scares you. Just do one thing every day that scares you. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll see you soon.